Next to Rio de Janeiro, renowned for its natural settings and the venue for the Summer Olympics of 2016. Not only that, Sir Nick Faldo, a former Ryder Cup captain of course, chose the city to stage his Faldo Series Grand Final.
They're in a boom. You know, golf is obviously caught on. Obviously, we all know about the golf coming to the Olympics coming to Rio, all those kind of things happening literally in the last month. So everybody's very excited about that. And so it really, you know, golf it's just a new region of the world that's probably untapped. It's all pretty exciting times down here for them.
Ever since its inception in 1998, the Faldo Series has guided thousands of boys and girls worldwide up to the age of 21 in preparing for a career in professional golf, including the harsh reality of global travel.
It's part of, as I call it, throwing you in the deep end. My first big trip was I went to Dublin, Ireland, you know, it really was when I was an amateur. Here we throw them on a plane and take them to, you know, here Rio or to Hong Kong or into Dubai or whatever, or California to come and practice. So it can't do any harm, can it? You know, that's all part of the experience. So that's what pro golf is like.
Yes, no stone is left unturned in highlighting every aspect of a professional's life. And whilst in Rio, the young hopefuls were encouraged to reach out to the local community and even recruit the resident caddies.
They were so appreciative. It was an idea to have them. You know, they're being paid. They're wearing their caddy bibs, and they were so appreciated they were being included in this. You know, we like to try and reach out outside the boundaries of the golf course. I'm doing a clinic this afternoon for the kids from one of the areas, so if we can introduce people to golf, we know it's a pretty good world to be in.
Well, let's meet some of the champions who survived the hot, humid conditions over 54 holes in Rio.
Round one, I had a bad round and I knew I had a bit to get back, and then yesterday and today I played really well and I'm really happy with the way I played. So, yeah, it feels good.
I wanted to win, but I didn't know if it was good enough, but obviously I was. Didn't know how to react to the different greens compared to back home, but my caddy helped me through it, played well. I think I deserve it.
I'm feeling great. I didn't realise that I would be the champion after playing around 13 holes, but I looked at the leaderboard going round. The last 5 holes were solid for me, so I realised when I finished on 18 that I did have a chance, and I was quite happy.
I started a little bit behind, and then I started to play well day by day, and I shot a pretty solid round today, so it's a great feeling.
Yes, Pedro from Sao Paulo came from behind to shoot a closing 68 to win his category, but the under-18 section produced the overall winner when Londoner Jonathan Bell led from start to finish to be crowned Faldo Series champion.
I came here with the intentions to win the whole thing, and I've worked hard up until this tournament and all year, so I feel like I deserve to win, so I'm very pleased all the practice has paid off. It hasn't really sunk in yet, but it's a wonderful win, and hopefully many more to come.
Jonathan follows the likes of Rory McIlroy and Nick Doherty as series winners, who still talk in glowing terms about the benefits they enjoyed under Sir Nick's tutelage.
It's just lovely to hear sort of what he thinks how he should play shots and his thoughts and views on techniques, and I think it's wonderful that he's here helping us.
You couldn't have anything better, any person better to learn it from. Like 6-time age champion, but just learn everything he knows.
It is a massive tournament to play in. You gain so much experience. I recommend it to other juniors coming up.
A generous tribute indeed to the dedicated and enthusiastic work of Sir Nick Faldo, and long may it continue.